Hello, this is Imma Artifact episode number 2965. Today's date is 18th of December 2023. It's almost like a night at exactly 9 p.m. Okay, let's talk about the project. Okay, so editing is done. The final length of file is almost like a 9 minute 21 second. But after I put the effects and things like that, the length will become even more less, but might be not that less, but still 8 and 9 minute. Okay, 8 and 9 minute is kind of like a really cool. As also the execution was really good. I really like the execution. Like while recording I realized that the execution is really good, but since the editing it was really great. Okay. Also, some of the previous mistakes that I did in Ainator video, that I didn't really focus on my face most of the time, but this time I try to focus whenever it is necessary, and try to pursue gameplay as good as possible as I can. Okay, so it's really good. Um, might be till the end of this day. Entire editing, effects, and everything will be done. Intro sequence is actually done, by the way. Uh, but I'm guessing that uh, video will not supposed to be done till the end of the day, because music is still remaining. Okay, and music, yeah. So might be, yeah. Tomorrow, entire video will be done, including uploads and thumbnail and title. Yeah, till the end of this day, till the end of tomorrow, a video will be done. Okay, so that's really good. Next project will be like I'm thinking that let's execute Contraband Police. I didn't really play Contraband Police for almost like a couple of months, so I just have to play Contraband Police and then Ainator video. Okay, yeah. All right. So this is all about the project. So I have some sort of questions. I shortlist, no, not shortlist, by the way. Like I found some sort of like 500 questions, like, which is really great. Okay, and these questions are not actually generated by the AI. Is this question is actually generated by the humans, so that's why this question is really good. Okay, question one: what weird food combination do you enjoy? Weird food combination. Well, usually I like chuda. I mix chuda with poha. I also mix chuda with upma. Usually, chuda is a kind of like a thing that I mix with multiple things. Okay, so it's not that weird. Okay, most of people done that. I don't really see most of people, but I did that. I like this thing. Okay, like usually, like a poha, upma, like basically is this thing na ki usually I try to eat breakfast as much as I can, because it's a kind of like a really important meal of the day. So, and most of the time I didn't really have that much nashta, so I just put chuda for kind of like a increase the quantity of that nashta. So yeah, I did so many various food combination, like I eat gulab jamun with doodh. Okay, then uh, I don't really knew at this moment, but yeah, I didn't really did like a food combination, like usually is this when it is necessary I did that. Okay, yeah. Next question: what social stigma does society need to get over? Social stigma. What social stigma society need to get over? Might be I'm not really understand this question. I just wanted to translate this thing. Translate. Well, I understand this thing, but sometimes ना ऐसा हो जाता है कि I might be thinking about something and it will the meaning of something is something. समाज को किस सामाजिक कलंक से उबरने की जरूरत है? सामाजिक कलंक. Okay, what is exactly like सामाजिक कलंक? Let me tell you one thing ना. So what does question says? Question says that कि there is always a some sort of problem in society, in our society. Okay, so like is there is problem, so how should, like, what is your thoughts regarding about that problem in society? ओके, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल जस्ट टेल द प्रॉब्लम इन सोसाइटी, सोसाइटी या समाज में किस तरह से कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स वगैरह है. सोसाइटी में प्रॉब्लम्स, like I'm talking about kind of like a something really samaj, kind of like a thing that ki the thought process, or maybe like a the another country of thought process is really even better than our thought process. तो ऐसा क्या है? Well, at this moment I didn't really know कि what is exactly the problem of society, okay, or kind of like a stigma. I didn't really know at this moment. I was not actually thinking about that. But as also, let me tell you one thing now. Like, if I wanted to compare that ki American society and Indian society, American society has a bit more polished, bit more educated, bit more kind of like even more better than us. Okay, and we are not. Okay, so obviously we have some sort of problems. Okay, like we are not that much rich than American society or European society. So if we have a problem. Okay, I'm not saying that not having problem, yeah, definitely we have problem, but yeah, we are trying to improve ourselves better every day. Okay, like there is no perfect country, there is no perfect samaj, there is nothing really at all. Okay, you as a me, you, the samaj, everything is actually developed by the people, and people has to be developed by the whatever the things. Okay, things they have to figure it out on the situation. Like basically अगर मैं खुद को डेवलप करता हूँ तो ऑब्वियसली मैं अपने समाज को भी डेवलप करूँगा ना. ओके, इन द एंड द फाउंडेशन ऑफ द समाज इज एक्चुअली मेड by the multiple people, and if the multiple people, if the individual people are actually get developed, obviously entire samaj will be developed. Okay, so yeah, we are on that process, we are on that progress, that we will definitely become kind of like a something really very good society, that the whatever the stigma that we have, whatever the problem that we have in the social, yeah, yeah, it will be removed. Okay, time can change everything. And yeah, like a pointing out some sort of a problem in society, there is no solution at all. Okay, like हमारे सोसाइटी में कुछ गलत है या उस पे पॉइंट करना या ये करना वो करना, like I don't really kind of like that कि इट्स दिस काइंड ऑफ लाइक समथिंग सोल्यूशन. ओके, जो बुरी बात है वो बुरी बात है. ओके, आप समाज को चेंज नहीं कर सकते, नथिंग रियली एट ऑल. ओके, यू जस्ट हैव टू चेंज ऑन योर सेल्फ. ओके, आप बस खुद को बेटर करो, दैट्स इट. ओके, लाइक आपको इंस्पायर होके बाकी लोग खुद को बेटर करेंगे, एंड इन द एंड इट विल काइंड ऑफ लाइक अ चेन रिएक्शन, या एंटायर समाज विल गेट इम्प्रूव. ओके, एंड फॉर द काइंड ऑफ लाइक और समाज में कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स है या थॉट प्रोसेस में कुछ तो गलती है वगैरह वगैरह, ऑल दोस थिंग्स उसके लिए हैं, देयर आर सो मेनी पीपल्स. ओके, लाइक गवर्नमेंट है, NGOs है, lots of people. Okay, you don't really worry about that, you just have to worry about that कि make sure you have to be choose a right path. Okay, you have to choose a kind of like a something really a right way to achieve your success and everything. That's it. Okay, whole samaj, gaon, society is everything is actually made by you, made by the individual person. And if the every individual person is actually thinking about ki let's make better from yesterday, then obviously in the end we will improve by our samaj and things like that. So yeah, next question. What food have you never eaten but would you like to try? Never eaten. Okay, so usually I like chicken, I like mutton. Yes, chicken are actually made by the chicken, mutton are usually made by the goat, bakri. Okay, but like these are the, yeah, chicken, mutton. Okay, but a beef, like beef means like that ki the mass that you eat is actually from the cows. Okay, I haven't really tried. And particularly in India we don't really have that culture. Like basically, yeah, we love meat, but usually meat comes from the chicken and bakri. Okay, we didn't really like cows are kind of like a very kind of like a religious term. Okay, we didn't really cut the cows. Okay, it's a very sacred thing. It is related with the culture and things like that. So I wanted to eat beef. Okay, no, I don't want to disrespect kind of like a cows and things like that. Yeah, but I wanted to eat beef. I didn't really try, but I won't be able to eat beef in India. If I wanted to eat this beef, I have to go to US and then I eat. Yeah, but it's not that much kind of like a craving for me, so that like मैं इसके बिना रह नहीं सकता. No, nothing really at all. Yeah, I just want, and someday at some certain moment in my life I will try this thing. So yeah, and I there are so many things that I haven't really tried, and usually I'm not that much kind of like a something really like enthusiastic for the food. Okay, मुझे ये खाना है, वो खाना है, वो खाना है. I'm good with all those things. Yeah, that's fine. In the end, I really need a protein and carbohydrates and fats, and that's it. Okay, like अगर ये सारी चीज़ें मुझे ना एक छोटे से खाने में सलाद में भी मिल जाता है ना, I'm really fine with that. Okay. Next question. What something you recent paying for is a recent paying for? What's something you recent paying for? I didn't really get it this question, so I just wanted to translate this. ऐसी कौन सी चीज़ है जिसके लिए भुगतान करने पर आपको नाराज़गी है? Oh, okay, so let me tell you one thing na. Like, is there is something that you feel really regret when you pay such thing? Regret, yeah. Okay, yeah, I do have regret about one thing. Almost like a 2 year ago, I wanted to buy a camera because I wanted to make YouTube videos, and at that moment I didn't really have a camera. My friend has, like a Pratik has a camera, like a DSLR camera. Okay, and I really wanted to shoot with the camera, but I didn't really have it. So at that moment, if I wanted to buy a new camera, it was even more expensive. So I just decided that, okay, let's buy used product like a second hand camera. So I went to OLX, and there is a one camera that I really like, and I call that owner, and says that I want this camera. Okay, so he says that okay, we will, like he is from actually like somewhere from the another state. Okay, maybe UP or maybe Bihar वगैरह वगैरह. So he says that I won't be able to deliver this camera to you, but actually I can dispatch this camera to your location at Wardha. So you just have to give me some certain money, and then I will dispatch. And usually this camera, the basically the price of that camera is almost like a 50,000, but he's giving me in 17,000, 17,000. So I think that kit was really good. Okay, so I will definitely pay. So I pay upfront money, and in the end it is became really scam. Okay, so I just like yeah, I just lost almost like 20,000 rupees, and sorry, 18,000 rupees. And it's a kind of like I am really regret that I pay some certain money, but it's a good thing. Okay, like this is the scam is actually happened, and then I realized that I shouldn't supposed to buy anything second hand. First thing, okay, if I wanted to buy second hand, I should supposed to check that product to hand, and as also don't really pay upfront money to anyone. Okay, and as also is that na ki like this is kind of like a scam is actually happened. They kind of like giving you some sort of like a thing that ki what should you suppose not to do. Okay, and yeah, I'm really regret that I spent almost like a 18,000 rupees on that camera, and this is the scam happened, and I'm really disappointed, really. Okay, yeah, fucked up. Whatever, this happened is happened. Okay, next question. uh what what would the world populate by clones of you be like? What would a world populate by clone of you be like? Okay, I understand this question, but I just wanted to understand even more better. So I just wanted to translate this question. आपके क्लोन से आबाद दुनिया कैसी होगी? ओके, आपके क्लोन से. Okay, so okay, let me tell you one thing about this question. Okay, so basically these questions have, like, I didn't really understand this question. Sometimes some of the question I didn't really understand. Why? Because those questions have a kind of like a different state of meaning. What is the state of meaning? Let me tell you one thing. Okay, so some of the question I didn't really understand. Why? Because these questions have different state of meaning. Different state of meaning मतलब different state of meaning means like that कि usually कहने का जो जरिया है, okay, the way that the execution style is kind of like a based on US. Okay, US में लोग काफ़ी fluent है, they can understand the every terms of meaning and things like that. Like same of these questions. Okay, इस क्वेश्चन कैसा है, like what would world populate by the clone of you be like? Okay, इसका हिंदी में मतलब होता है आपके क्लोन से आबाद दुनिया कैसी होगी. But if I wanted to translate this actually question in my language, so it what would be? So basically is this कि how the world looks if the world is actually populated by the clone of you, then how the world look, or what would be the world? Okay, like I don't really generate the question at that much, but still okay, the point of understanding is kind of like a meant to be from the US people, kind of something like that for the people from the US. Okay, so for the Indian, they I like still okay, I'm not saying that, maybe I'm not really, my English is not really that much good, yeah, so maybe okay, whatever. So question says आपके क्लोन से आबाद दुनिया कैसी होगी? So let me tell you one thing. If I have a kind of like a something really exactly like me in the entire world, what would be the world? It will be really really disaster, dude. Really really disaster. Okay, why? Because of that na, कि the world is actually grow by the different minds, different kind of people. Okay, like different kind of people means क्या होता है कि usually like like basically कोई भी community या कोई भी समाज किसी एक सोच पर नहीं चल सकती. नो, हमें एक तरह से अलग अलग सोच करने वाले लोग चाहिए. आई वो ये अच्छे बुरे सोच सभी लोग. what do you mean by that? Like basically चलो मान लेते हैं कि like you have a kind of like a something really a very positive approach, like you have kind of like a something really positive approach to looking at the world. So obviously you have a positive approach. Okay, so what if everyone has a kind of like a something really positive approach to looking at the world? तो obviously इसमें पूरी दुनिया की ग्रोथ होगी ना? नो, इससे दुनिया की ग्रोथ नहीं होगी, इससे दुनिया का डिजास्टर होगा. what do you mean by that? Okay, I'm giving you some sort of example. Okay, that key, the World War One is happened. Okay, I'm talking about World War One. Is it good or bad? Obviously it's a bad. World War Two is actually happened. Is it good or bad? It's definitely bad. Okay, but it meant to be happen, and that is really essential. I know the things is actually happened in World War Two, like most of the millions of people are dead and things that this happened, this happened, this happened. From the every point of perspective, World War Two is really not that good. But I'm saying that ki World War II is happened. It is happened, has to be happened, and it happened for the good. Because of that, ki after the World War II, we understand that ki what is men can capable of, what is exactly the monster of men, what men can do. Okay, like we didn't really understand the nuclear war. Okay, we didn't really understand the nuclear power. Like we understand the nuclear power after we detonate that nuclear bomb towards in in Japan, in Hiroshima, Nagasaki, and then we realize that ki what could nuclear weapon do, what exactly mass destruction can do. So usually what I'm trying to tell you is that कि कभी कभी बुराई से हमें अच्छाई का पता चल जाता है, वी अंडरस्टैंड द गुड थिंग, एंड उसी अच्छाई से, उसी पॉजिटिव अप्रोच से हम एक अच्छे डिसीजन लेते हैं. आफ्टर द वर्ल्ड वॉर टू, यूनाइटेड स्टेट, सॉरी, यूनाइटेड नेशन इज एक्चुअली हैपन, जो कि एक अच्छी बात है. जिसने काफ़ी लाइक यूनाइटेड नेशन, लाइक बेसिकली यूनाइटेड नेशन एक ऐसा ग्रुप है जहाँ पे पूरी दुनिया के सारे कंट्रीज एक साथ आते हैं, एंड दे एक्चुअली टुक द डिसीजन फॉर द ह्यूमैनिटी. Okay, and for the good purpose of the humanity. If the World War II is not actually happened, तो UN कभी बनता ही नहीं, and still we have kind of like a some sort of छोटे मोटे war तो हमेशा चलते ही रहते थे. So like basically what I'm trying to tell you कि the similar approach mindset people will not grow the community, will not grow the nation, will not grow the world. Okay, so basically what I'm trying to tell you कि if I have a clone, if the entire world is actually populated by my clone, then we won't be able to survive. Like we will survive for almost like a 10-year, 15-year maybe, but then after that we will die. Okay, the entire world will be die. Okay, so yeah. uh but I didn't really get it. Now why die? Like basically if we have kind of like a something really positive approach towards the people, then dude यार, like basically क्या होता है ना कि आप consequences नहीं समझ रहे हैं. ओके, लाइक कभी कभी बुराई होना भी अच्छी बात है डूड. ओके, अगर हम लाइक बेसिकली हम एक अच्छाई की बातें करते रहेंगे, लाइक दिस इज गुड एंड दिस इज गुड एंड दिस इज गुड, सो वी डोंट रियली अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज एक्चुअली बैड. ओके, बुरा क्या होता है ये हमें पता ही नहीं चलेगा. ओके, फिर लेट मी टेल यू वन थिंग ना कि अच्छाई बुराई एक तरह से क्या है, दिस इज द टर्म दैट वी एक्चुअली गिवन टू अस कि ये अच्छी बात है, ये बुरी बात है. लाइक चोरी करना बुरी बात है, चोरी नहीं करना एक अच्छी बात है. ओके, सो हम चोरी नहीं करते, सो दैट इज रियली गुड. तो हम कभी बुराई पे जा ही नहीं सकेंगे. लाइक बेसिकली वी वोंट बी एबल टू डू स्टीलिंग एनीथिंग लाइक दैट. ओके, बट एट सम सर्टन पॉइंट हम वो जो बुराई वाला शब्द है वो भूल ही जाएंगे. ओके, वी जस्ट फॉरगेट दैट कि व्हाट इज एक्चुअली बैड थिंग. तब दैट इन दैट मोमेंट वी रियलाइज दैट कि एवरीथिंग व्हाट वी आर डूइंग इज गुड. ओके, फिर लाइक बेसिकली चीज़ें बदल जाएगी. फिर चीज़ें ऐसी हो जाएगी ना कि हम चोरी भी करने लगेंगे और कहेंगे कि नहीं ये अच्छी बात है. ओके, एंड देन स्मॉल थिंग हैपन, एंड फिर छोटी छोटी चीज़ों से हम बड़ी बड़ी चीज़ें करने लगेंगे. लाइक अभी पहले मैं अभी लाइक पिट पॉकेट कर रहा था, लेकिन अभी मैं चोरी बैंक में डाका डाल रहा हूँ. देन हमारा कॉन्फिडेंस और बढ़ जाएगा, एंड मैं ये कर रहा हूँ, एंड आई एम थिंकिंग दैट कि मैं अच्छा काम कर रहा हूँ, बट इन द एंड दैट इज़ रॉन्ग. ओके, वी हैव सम सर्टन काइंड ऑफ लाइक अ थिंग, सम सर्टन एक तरह से लेकर तराजू होता है अच्छा बुरा. ओके, अगर हम तराजू एक साइड में सारे वजन रख देंगे और दूसरी साइड तो कभी भारी होगा ही नहीं ना. और एट सम सर्टन पॉइंट दूसरी जो बुरा तराजू है या बुरा लाइक काइंड ऑफ लाइक अ थिंग विल काइंड ऑफ लाइक अ डिसअपियर. वो भूल ही जाएंगे लोग. सभी लोग कह रहे हैं मैं अच्छा ही काम कर रहा हूँ ना, लाइक आई एम एक्चुअली स्टीलिंग मनी, सो मैं अच्छा काम कर रहा हूँ. सो it's kind of like a something really disaster. Okay, as a human should supposed to know what is actually wrong and what is actually right. Okay, और wrong भी उतना ही responsible है जितना लाइक एक ह्यूमन को ग्रोथ करने के लिए या वर्ल्ड को ग्रोथ करने के लिए रॉन्ग थिंग भी ज़्यादा होना ज़रूरी है. इट इज़ रियली एसेंशियल. ओके, या नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. Do you think that alien exist? Well, let me tell you one thing now. alien exist or not? So that is a really good questions, but it require you have to understand a little bit of science behind it for having aliens or not. Okay, so let me tell you one thing. Today's date is 18th of December 2023. Okay, I am actually at India, and it's almost like a 9:25 p.m. Okay, if I went to China, what is the time? Time should be something really different. If I'm US, then time or date would be something really different. So why is this date is different? Because we have a different time zone. All right. So basically, this is actually happened in the planet, on this planet. Okay, like every human, we are actually share this planet, but still we are actually living in different time zone. Okay, but in the space, it became even more worse. Worse means like that, like basically, the time gap on this planet may be almost like a 1 hour, 2 hour to 24 hour. Okay, but if you are actually thinking about alien exist or not, yeah, at some certain point alien exist, but the time they are actually experiencing is something really way more in the future or way more kind of like a past. What do you mean by that? Okay, let me tell you one thing. So the light is the fastest thing on the entire universe. Okay, like no one can fast more than light. That is true. Okay, and it is a kind of like a something really very general physics law. Okay, universal law. So a light can travel from sun to earth takes 8 minute 20 second. Okay, so we actually seen the sun. We are not actually seeing a sun live. We are actually seeing a sun kind of like a something really uh, we are actually seeing a sun after the 8 minute or 20 second. What do you mean by that? Like basically is this thing कि if the sun is actually disappear, okay, so we won't be able to notice for almost like a 8 minute or 8:30 minute. We won't be able to notice that the sun is actually disappear. After the 8 minute, we actually kind of like a something really realize that ki, oh, sun is disappear. Okay, so this is what happened. Okay, because the length the like basically the sun is actually very far away, not that far away but still far away. What if like the alien planet is actually exist very light year away? So very light years away means like that ki if there is a some sort of alien planet is actually on the alpha century. Alpha century is a kind of like a some sort of same galaxy that we have, like a our galaxy is a Akash Ganga galaxy. Okay, and there is another galaxy is a kind of like a neighbor galaxy is a alpha century galaxy. Okay, and in that alpha century they have kind of like an exact star system, and they have kind of like a some sort of alien was exist. Okay, from their point of perspective, okay, there from their point of perspective there is no human exist at that time. Why? Because earth is not formed yet. What do you mean by that? Like they are actually seeing our past at this moment. Okay, यानी like basically is this thing ना कि अगर like there is a light is actually traveling from earth to that alien planet, the light takes almost like a billions of year to reach at that planet. तो अगर billions of years लगेंगे तो obviously उन्हें जो धरती हमें दिख रही है, हमारी धरती उन्हें जो दिख रही है वो धरती कई कई बिलियन साल पुरानी है. यानी उन्हें जो दिख रहा है ना वहाँ पे लाइक बेसिकली दे आर एक्चुअली सीइंग दैट कि माइट बी दे हैव काइंड ऑफ लाइक अ डायनासोर ऑन दिस प्लैनेट. दे आर एक्चुअली सीइंग दिस राइट नाउ. ओके, बट यहाँ पे डायनासोर तो कब के मर भी गए. ह्यूमन एवोल्यूशन हो गया, ये हो गया, वो हो गया, ऑल दोज थिंग्स. सो दिस इज व्हाट हैपेंड. ओके, टाइम. ओके. हम सेम प्लैनेट पे होकर एक एक दो दो घंटे या 10 10 15 15 घंटे दूर होते हैं. ओके, इफ वी एक्चुअली try to understand that ki the planet is actually very far away. They are actually kind of like a, they are not just far away, they are actually far away in the time too. ओके, शायद वो हमें एक तरह से भूतकाल में देख रहे हैं या बहुत भविष्यकाल में देख रहे हैं. ओके, एंड द गैप बिटवीन दैट वी हैव इज बिलियन 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 ऑफ ईयर. ओके, सो द क्वेश्चन इज, डज एलियन एग्जिस्ट और नॉट? Yeah, alien exist. Definitely alien exist. Okay, but the gap between that we have is like a very far away. Like if there is a a ship that can travel faster, like exactly the speed of light. Okay, और अब हम इस स्पेसशिप में हम 4 5 लोगों को भेज के उस एलियन प्लैनेट को भेज देते हैं. ओके, स्टिल दैट प्लेन टुक बिलियंस ऑफ ईयर टू रीच देयर. और इस बिलियन बिलियन सालों में हमारी धरती कहाँ से कहाँ पहुँच जाएगी, या मे बी हमारी धरती ना बच जाएगी. ओके, एंड देन आफ्टर दैट दे वेंट टू दैट प्लेस एंड दे सीइंग कि हमारी धरती में ये है वो है, बट व्हेन दे सी दैट कि हमारी धरती अब तो बची हुई नहीं. सो दिस इज व्हाट हैपेंड. ओके, हाँ, दे विल सर्वाइव बिलियंस ईयर बिकॉज ऑफ दैट. कि क्रायोट्यूब क्या होता है, कि क्रायोट्यूब में क्या होता है कि आपकी बॉडी को एक तरह से फ्रीज किया जाता है करीब बिलियंस ऑफ ईयर के लिए. यानी जब भी आप हज़ारों के बिलियंस ऑफ साल के बाद जब उठेंगे तो आपकी बॉडी एक तरह से थोड़े से नाजुक रहेंगी, बट देन आफ्टर दैट यू विल रिकवर. तो वो होता है क्रायोट्यूब में आपकी बॉडी को एक तरह से फ्रीज किया जाता है. ओके, ताकि आपकी बॉडी एज ना बढ़े. ओके, सो इट्स अ वेरी काइंड ऑफ लाइक अ वेरी साइंटिफिक थिंग. ओके, इसमें टाइम डायलेशन होता है, फिर लॉट्स ऑफ थिंग्स. आई रियली लाइक the this kind of like a stuff. Okay, astronomy, so that's why I knew about this thing. Okay, so my question's answer is that is alien planets exist. Yeah, alien planets exist, but the difference that we have is time. Okay, and I'm not talking about just a 1 or 2 hour, I'm talking about billions of year of time. All right, so these questions are really good. Okay, really great to talk, really great to. All right, so this is it, and I have so many things to do regarding about the project. And yeah, thank you.